Yo, yo, it's JSF. How y'all doing, man? So look, I wanted to talk a little bit about short hops, and this video is probably gonna be not too long, but I wanted to talk about something. Well, I'm still gonna say it's not done correctly, but it's a great idea. I shit on this game a lot, but they did have some cool ideas in the initial phases of designing the game. Like, I like the idea of short hops. I just think they should be tweaked. I think they are executed slightly wrong, but I think this is a good mechanic. I think the idea of short hops was a great idea, and here's like basically just how I think short hops should be changed and how I would kind of fix or tweak them. But anyway, if you don't know, every character has a hop attack. If you tap up instead of just holding up, you do short hop. You have a punch and you have a kick. It doesn't matter which punch button you use or which kick button you use. Same thing. Yeah, they are all for the most part unsafe. Slightly unsafe. They're not like minus 30. But they're usually somewhere from like minus 10 to like minus 16 or somewhere in that range, depending on the character, depending on however they try to balance it. And here's where the differences that I would make already would come in. Well, first of all, for me personally, I would change the input. I wouldn't make it up. You're gonna get this on accident. You're gonna get jumped sometimes. You're gonna get like, I would literally make L2 the short hop button. I would just make L2 the short hop button. That's the first change I would make. That way it's an actual button instead of like you hoping that your up press gets registered as a short hop and not like a forward jump, back jump, or neutral jump, like depending on if you're trying to do something like this, you know what I mean? That, and then I would honestly, I would do it a little different with the moves, right? So let's say this, I would make a short hop move with decent range, I guess, and that could be, it seems like some of the quote unquote balancing to it is random. Like everybody gets a short hop punch and kick. I think you really only need one short hop attack. I don't think you should really have two, to be honest. But if you're gonna have two, I would do one that has like more range than the other, but this one's more unsafe. And then the other one with the less range is like minus 7, maybe minus 8, basically safe on block. But it has absolutely like very short range, right? Whereas the other one you can hit from like back here. And Terminator's not the best example of that. Ooh, Fujin's got, as you can see, right? Look at the range on this, as opposed to this. You know what I mean? Like, you get what I'm saying? This one will hit from here. This one will not. So, like, in theory, for how I would change, for the other way I would change these. How do you make them block? There we go. This would be safe, even though it's minus 13 now. And then this would be, whoa. This, god damn it. Come on. He goes backwards when he does it. That will be, yeah, you see how it's minus 17, it's more unsafe. As it should be, right? But that wouldn't be all. I would, so Terminator has a, I guess you could say, unique thing here. If I can do it. Yeah. He has a unique thing here where if he crushes a low attack, and I don't have easy crushing blows or anything. If he crushes a low attack, for those of y'all who don't know, because you've never seen this in a match and you're never going to see it in a match. But yeah, well, holy shit. Oh, these are flawless block attacks. Where are these in the moves list? Jumping attack, blah, 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 blah. Hop attacks, boom. Yeah, God, if it counters or punishes a lower ducking attack. So, if you low crush somebody, you get a crushing blow for it. I think this should be a universal thing. This should be a universal thing, kind of like how throw crushing blows are. I set this up so bad, I can't even do it again. You know, basically, you can get a full combo off of it. It's pretty good, but it's pretty good once you land it, but you're never gonna land it because you're not gonna short hop and beat somebody doing a low poke. Like, it's almost impossible to do. I don't think this would have to, I get it, why you would want it to beat a low or whatever attack, but I think it's way too slow. I think it's way too slow to have to crush a move like that. I think the crush and blow requirement could just be like your opponent is low blocking, and they get hit with this, and that would be like the crush and blow requirement or something. And it would be like a universal thing, like down 2 crush and blows. Kind of gives people more of a reason to do it, more of a reason to do these short hop attacks. And I would attribute it to the more unsafe if there has to be 2. But again, like I said, I honestly think you should only have 1 short hop attack. What do you need 2 for? I like the idea of universal overheads, especially in a game like this where most characters have a low starter rate. I know Terminator has fucking the overhead starter too. He's a fucking mix machine. I totally understand. But most characters have a low starter, not an overhead. Fujin, well, he has this. Yeah, and he doesn't have an overhead starter. He has this with an overhead after, but he technically has a low slide. And most characters have a low starter. But I think that's something that would make short hops a little more interesting. I would maybe make them a tiny bit quicker, maybe. Because I don't know when it starts counting. It says 14 frame startup, but I don't think that counts you going into the air to do it. Because this is faster than this. You know what I'm saying? So it's probably like a 28 frame overhead or something like that. So it's not like you can't see it coming. But at the same time, I would, well, I don't think you're immune to anything in this state. Let me check that real quick. Hold on. Yeah, exactly. You can be hit out of it. And then I think that would be maybe that would be the trade-off. Maybe you can down 2 crush and blow the short hop attacks. So if you beat him to the punch, boom, he dies. But if you're crouch blocking or something, boom, you know what I mean? Then he gets the crush and blow. Something like that. I don't know. I just think short hops are a missed opportunity. I don't think they're terrible. I don't think they ruin the game or anything. But I think we can all say that they don't really get used that much. Like, even whoever's watching this video, how often do you use short hops? Honestly, I know I never do because my characters don't have amazing hop attacks. Every now and then when I want to pull out, when an overhead will win the match or something, and it should be obvious, but it's not because nobody ever does the damn things, is when I pull out short hop attacks. But I think they were a little tweaked a little bit, a little better. Like, you know what I mean? There was just a safe option, a very negative but safe, like -8 or some shit. Short hop attack, something like that. I would have it based off L2 or a different button instead of jump, because you can mess that up very easily. And give everybody a crush and blow hop attack. Like everybody has a well, maybe not absolutely everybody, but you know how like throw crush and blows, like majority of the cast has a throw crush and blow. Kind of do it like that, so it's a more common thing. Like, give people, offer a reward for doing it, and don't make the reward like, oh, but it has to crush a lower ducking attack. It's like, that's not really gonna happen, because pokes are extremely fucking fast and have very little recovery in this game. So like, if I can fire these off this fast, if I can do this, I'm like, it's not the easiest thing to do. Like, when I do get in the air, I get jabbed out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a good crush and blow requirement, because the character has a decent down one, they can just mash it and hit you out of it. And it's not like you have any type of invincibility or anything like that. Like, you would have to use you would have to use this. And I had these 2 characters on the screen because they both have hop attack crush and blows. Oh, he's blocking. They both do have hop attack crush and blows. They both have really bad requirements. But I think this is something that would have been a cool addition to the game. Obviously, they're not going to do it. But I think making these more useful would have made the game at least a little bit more interesting. Especially for the characters that have no mix-ups. Like, you know what I mean? It would kind of give them, like, buff the short hop a little bit, buff the overhead a little bit. So you have a viable move. Give everybody one that's like how Fujin's is. Look at this range. It's super good. Give everybody one like that. Then give everybody one like this. And the shitty one is the one that has the crushing blow requirement. You know what I mean? Something like that. Anyway, it's just something I was thinking of. Nothing too crazy. I don't know, toying with this shit a little bit. was like, oh, short hops would be really cool if we added these to the game. But let me know what y'all think. Well, not added to the game; they're already in the game. But like they don't get used enough. I look at a lot of the stuff like that. Like, why doesn't this get used? Why is this used way more than this? Or like, you know what I mean? It's like when I talk about Jax and Liu Kang, I'm like, people don't play Jax. Well, they feel however they feel about the character. But if you just strictly look at playstyle and stuff like that, I was like, why would you play Jax when Liu Kang is in the same game and can do everything Jax does, but better and easier? You know what I mean? His zoning is better. He's got a better dash punch. He's got flying kick instead of dash punch. He's got better pressure or similar pressure or easier pressure. You know what I mean? Same thing. Both got throw crushing blows. Same thing. Like, you know what I mean? Anyway, just something I was thinking about. But let me know what y'all think. If y'all agree, if y'all disagree. Y'all think I'm crazy with all these ideas? I just think about fighting games too much, honestly. Honestly, I just think about fighting games too much. I have too many ideas, and I'm putting them on the internet. So hopefully you guys enjoy the content. I'm still here. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. It helps a lot. Follow the Twitch, twitch.tv/J_S_F. All that good stuff, and y'all take care. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. JSF, I am gone.